Hey folks, this is Chris with Oregon Figs. It's March 25th, 2024, and I'm just assembling my little pop-up greenhouse. These are inexpensive. You can get them, I got mine on Amazon a couple years ago. I'm sure the price, like everything else, has gone up crazy with inflationary pressure. But I normally do not give my figs a head start. And you'll look at the figs and you'll see quite a bit of bud break. You know, this is early for us to have bud break. You can see quite a bit on most of the trees. So these were just placed out in a favorable microclimate. My best spot is right there on the edge of the deck, and that gets the most sun. And it's up against the house, and it has really good southern exposure. And I've had some good luck ripening figs there. I ripened my Col de Dama Gigantina there last year, and I got about 4 or 5 figs on it. And I mentioned on the Col de Dames that you really need to give them a head start. Well, we've had a little natural head start, and now I'm going to put my Col de Dames along with some other late varieties and a few varieties that I've never tasted, but I really want to try. So let's just go over what I've got in here. So this is one. It was gifted from my friend Eric Durkee back in 2021. Still has not set a fig for me, so it's going to get a little bit of a head start. Beautiful tree. It's called Nifioc. It's a French variety from Fig du Mont. Really excited to try that one. This is Delcourt. I started this in 2022. It's another Pons variety. You know, I love Pons varieties. This was from a cutting from Big Bill in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Thank you, Bill. And this has just been over in that microclimate. You can see that nice bud break right there. So maybe I get to try this one this year. This is one I have tried. I've been growing for quite some time. And if there ever was a sort of a dwarf tree, Bordeaux Negra Ramada, which was started in 2020, which is this big right now, it's definitely one of the more dwarf varieties. I think though, if you put this out in nature and you just had it out growing outside, eventually it would probably kick into gear. But it's a late fig I've had it. It's wonderful. Super late though, so it belongs in here, getting a little head start. Right next to it back there is Ondata. That I grew from a cutting from Pete at figlife.com back in 2022. It's a Fig du Mont variety. People are saying very good things about it. I haven't had one yet. My tree looks pretty good. All right, we'll go over here to Balafi, another Pons variety that I got from Garden Crochet in 2021. It only produced 1 fig last year. It was really tiny, really good. I think it's another late fig that will benefit from being in here. You can hear that beautiful Oregon rain on the top of this little structure. This is Bordeaux Barracaire from Pons. I got this from Will's in 2021. This is a really tasty fig. A lot of people are raving about it. I've only had a small sample size and it has been okay for me. Nothing spectacular yet, but I think it's going to become spectacular this year. At least my fingers are crossed. This is Mariah. I'll show you the spelling there. That I got from Dragos in 2021. It's another Pons variety. Once again, slow to fruit for me. I've never had fruit off it, so it's where it belongs in this little pop-up. Trying to figure out what this is from the shape of it. It's got a really strange shape. Oh, this is my De La Roca. This one, I got a lot of figs off it last year without a head start, but it's such a great fig. And even though it doesn't start super late, it starts more mid-season, it finishes and it has a long ripening period and becomes a very late fig. So this is one I've been reporting on for years now. This was a cutting from Harvey back in 2019. So I've ripened this multiple years. This is a really great flavor. If you let it hang, it will become dense, like almost all of our figs here do because of our climate. We have a super dry climate here in the southern Willamette Valley, and we don't get much rain, if any, in the summer. I think we have 0.47 inches. So our figs just concentrate and become really thick, and like the Col de Dames. And it's not a special thing. It happens almost all the figs. So Some people are questioning whether that actually can happen, and trust me, I've been doing this for 7 years. It definitely happens. This is Codedama gigantina, my #1 tasting fig for last year. Incredible figs. This is Codedama mutante. So that was from Will's as an air layer in 2019. This was a cutting from Kremp in 2020. And then I've got a cutting that I got directly from Mario next, and I grew out in 2020, called Abasia Old Tree number 166. It appears to be a very late fig, and I think it will benefit. So these 3 are going to go in there, and we'll see, you know, can I get away with any more in there? I don't need to be in and out of here too much. It'd be nice to maybe just leave one little spot where I could get through, because I would like to water these on occasion. Right now they're soaking wet. They've been sitting outside all winter long. The pots, each pot is just absolutely soaking wet. So this is my little cheat code for this year. I'm using a little pop-up. And will I put a little heater in here? I really don't know. At this point, I just like the idea of having them out of the rain, so they're not constantly getting rain on them, and having them in a little environment where it will heat up. You know, these little pop-up greenhouses heat up quite a bit. It's amazing. And when you get one, it's nice to have, this has 2 zipper doors that roll up. They're good size. You can open those up if it gets too hot in here. And then it has this little area here, which has like mosquito netting. And you can roll this up and get, like, you can get sun to actually come in here. So one of the things I will do is I will leave this, when it starts to get hot, I will leave this open, and the sun will come in here, and it will begin acclimating my trees. Now, of course, every tree that's in here right now is fully acclimated because it did all the bud break outside in the sun. So no artificial lights were used. No artificial lights were used in the filming of this video, and no editing. So this is just a fun little video to show you what I'm excited about this year. I haven't really tried, and then I'll go over and just go through a couple little things that I'm noticing this year as well. La Bourgeoisie from Kremp in 2020. I think this is a fantastic fig, even for us, because it's a late fig, but it's a smaller fig with a good shape, and it resists rain incredibly. So even though it's late, that's the time of our season when we can get a little bit of rain. So that size is an awesome thing to have that size. And yeah, that's it. We don't need to go through all the figs. I just want to show you the ones that are getting that little extra bit of TLC. So hey, if you like this video and you want to see more content like this, feel free to give me a like. I always appreciate a like. And subscribe. I'd appreciate it. It helps. And we will see you on the next one. Love the sound of that rain. But I'd rather see 75 degrees of sun, be out on my bike and have my figs going nuts. But I still like the rain. Okay, take care. We'll see you on the next one.